There are only 3 boundaries in the golf swing that you need to know, and if you stick to all of them, your ball should go right down the middle. The first one is the plane. So when I go up to the top of the swing, there's an imaginary line running from the ball right under my trail elbow. That's the swing plane. You can see when I do that, my club runs right down into the middle of the ball. If I go over that plane like this, like many high handicappers do, then my club head gets outside and I cut across it. Or if my club gets underneath that plane down in here, I'm gonna get stuck. A lot of lower handicaps trying to get better are down in here, and then they'll have to roll the face and getting timing involved. So being on plane is the #1 boundary. Let's talk about boundary number 2. Boundary number 2 is the folding point of the golf club. So if I just held the butt of the club right here like this, and I picked the club up like that, I just fold it up, it goes to right here, and then I press this back down, I fold it back down. You can see that that fold's happening right in this region right here. So if I fold the club up to the top, and I hit that plane, and I fold that club right here, just like that, again, you can see that the club head's running right into the ball. However, if I go up to the top, and I'm on plane, and I miss the folding point, I go too far, you can see the club falls underneath the plane, the club face is wide open, the ball is gonna go out to the right. Or if I'm too early with the fold, my club goes over the top of the plane and I'm hitting the outside of the ball again. I can hit a big pull, I'm cutting across it. Just getting these 2 parts right, you will have a pretty good chance of hitting the ball fairly straight. Let's give it a try. So I'm on plane and I'm gonna fold my club right there, just like that. And it felt to me, I might've rolled the face just a little bit. The ball just went a little bit to the left. And that's gonna segue into boundary number 3. No transverse rotation, which means horizontal twisting of the body. And that goes for the club face as well. We don't wanna roll the face from right to left through the ball. It wants to do that anyway. So just letting that happen, leaving it up to chance, not a great idea. So the first thing there is, instead of twisting the body like this, we've gone underneath that cross section of the plane, we've already explained, I'd have to come over the top with my upper body like this, and then I'd come across it. Or I'd have to play from underneath there, I'd have to pull the handle and turn my hips. But now I've broken that forward barrier, I've broken the folding point. That ball's either gonna go right, or I've gotta transverse roll the face over itself. I'm probably gonna hit a hook. So to take care of this, we just wanna pick our club up and let our chest kind of just drift with it. And that should sit right over my trail toes, just like that. So all I'm doing is that right there. I'm not trying to make a deep twist. Now the club face. What do we do with that? Well, most amateur golfers, when they go take a lesson, are told from the club pro, we've got to get right here, and that face is open. And during the closing process, it squares. Whether they're teaching you to swing from in to out, and during the closing process, it squares, or whether they're telling you to take the handle and pull it and turn your body until it shuts. Both ideas of going from open to closed and having it square, not a great idea, because like I said, the club face wants to do this anyway, and that's gonna result in a big block or a big hook. What tour players do is they go up to the top, just the way we showed you like this, then they fold it down to that folding point like that, and you can see my club face is already shut. And we work that face into what's called a cut release, and during the opening process, it squares. So again, it's already shut, and during the opening process, it squares when we hit the ball, getting rid of the high volatility of that club face wanting to turn over to begin with. So look, what's more volatile? That, it's very volatile, or this, it's not very volatile. So all I'm doing is going up in that frontal position. I'm on plane, just like this. I'm hitting my folding point, and then I'm taking the face and I'm cutting it like that through the ball. And if I do that correctly, like this, that ball should go right down the middle, might have a little cut on it. So going back to these 3 boundaries, if I'm on plane and I hit that folding point right here, And I'm not making transverse rotations, so I'm not back here, I'm not over this way. And certainly the club's not gonna roll over, I'm not turning it over. That ball's really only got one place that it can go, and that's right down the middle, just like that. So be on plane, you gotta hit the folding point, and you can't be working into transverse horizontal rotations either with the body or with the club face. So again, we're on plane, which is right under that elbow, right here. I'm hitting the folding point, just like that, not pulling that handle. And then from there, I just cut that face, just like that. The club head's got all the momentum in the world, and you're gonna hit the ball right down the middle.